All right, in this video, I'd like to talk to you about one of my favorite feature on Typebot, which is specific to variables in general. So I'll show you how you can pre-fill the inputs with variables in the URL, and then I'll show you how to skip questions based on if the variable is in the URL, and then I'll show you how you can add hidden variables into your Typebot. All right, so what you see now is the support Typebot, which is directly in the tool itself at the bottom right corner. So basically, it just starts with a simple menu with 3 items. So I'm asking if it's a feature request, if it's a bug or a question, and then I'm asking for the email each time. But the thing is, I already know the user email because the user is logged in into the platform. So as you can see, we save the answer to this question into the variable named email. And the thing is, we can add email into the URL. So now if I copy the email and if I add a query params that says, okay, email is equal to test@test.com, for example, the email question is pre-filled, so that's great. That's easier for the user, but we can go even further by skipping the question if we detect that the email is already in the URL. So for this, we just need to add, a condition step right here, and we'll say, so we'll add a comparison that will check if email is set. That's pretty simple. And now we need to connect the 3 questions to this block. And then if the email is set, then we can directly go to the 6th block. Otherwise, we'll need to ask for the email, right? As you can see now, we don't even need to ask the question. The bot will say, okay, I'll get back to you at test@test.com. And as you can see in the results, we've collected the email for each submissions. Now, also for this kind of support bot, I probably need to add some context. I need to know what the user ID is. So a user ID is basically a unique identifier that allows me to check a user in the database and check other informations. I can also add the current URL. I can add many, context variables that I don't need to show to the user. So the idea is to create basically hidden variables. And you can do this pretty simply by setting a set variable step. And I just need to create these variables. So user ID. And then I can set another variable by saying, okay, a current URL, for example. So I'm setting these 2 variables, and I don't need to connect this block to anyone because it's just declarative. I'm just declaring those variables, and I won't use them in the bot itself. I'm saving this bot. Now, if I'm launching this bot with several query params, such as user ID is equal to 123 and current URL is equal to test, I don't know. Let's run this. And now I'll just submit my first answer, and we can directly go to the results page. And as you can see, we've collected this hidden variable. So that's a very powerful feature. It's really simple, as you can see. So right here, I'm adding variables into the URL, but you can also add these variables, these predefined variables, using the instructions in the share page. For example, with the HTML JavaScript library, you just have to add a predefined variable option, but this is explained in more details in the documentation, so I'll let you check this out. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and catch you guys in the next one. Bye. I'll keep you safe in this heart tonight.